That's the point of tonight's show. All right. Well, I'm going to start off by thanking you all for coming out. I'm so happy to see so many faces here. It shows how important safety is to you all as well. My name is Maya Passmore. This is Monica Campbell. My name is Monica Campbell. And we're residents of this immediate area over here. The start of our conversation really helped push us into action, really. We were in talks right before that incident happened at Florida Memorial, and we were aware prior to. It was an incident that happened with her family, and we were kind of on one accord on what does he look like. I saw him, you saw him, when he's coming your way, we were on that. So I wanted to start off really by first acknowledging the neighbors that in the room that had a role in capturing the suspect. So if you all don't mind just clapping, they don't have to acknowledge and raise their hand, but they're in the room to some degree. So if you can just clap for them. All right. So again, just welcome. This tonight is about just connection. It's really intended to be informal in a way, not super formal. I wanted us to know each other as neighbors. I feel like that's the first point of safety. Us knowing, being able to communicate. I feel like once that happens, we can then have better relationships with the police department. We don't have a community watch, neighborhood watch for this area, so tonight is the start of that as well. I wanted to see, based on who showed up today, do we have enough people that's interested to do something to get going? So I think based on tonight, we do. So just kudos to you for that as well. Thank you. I'll just give you a quick introduction of who I am. Again, I'm a resident of this area. I'm a native of Miami. I grew up on Florida Memorial campus as a little girl, spending my summers there for a program called Heads Up. It was the female version of the Black Male College Explorers program. And I've been in this area since 2019 as a homeowner. I'm a business owner. The work that I do is similar to why you see me kind of everywhere communicating to the public. I do PR, public relations work, in the advocacy space. So I'm advising mayors and government organizations on crisis and communications as my 9 to 5. I also do real estate, but I'm a community person. I'm doing this out of passion and wanting to feel safe. I'm also a survivor of assault. I didn't get assaulted, but I got shot from fighting the person that assaulted me. So this is very personal. It's nothing beyond that of wanting to feel safe and wanting to know my neighbors and for us to really be vocal and really say what we want, which is, for me, is police presence. I don't see police presence in this area. So I'm going to pass the mic to Monica, and she was why I started as well. I said, if you start with me, we can get going with just getting people involved. So we want to thank her publicly and just give her a few moments to say something.
Hi, my name is Monica Campbell. I work for Miami-Dade Corrections. Me and my neighbor, he's back there, his wife's back there, she's handicapped, and my daughter. We the one started paying attention more when I noticed him. I was on my way to work one night. Then I started talking to Maya, and I was like, something is not right. So I contacted the police. I made a police report and everything. And I started getting involved with Miami Gardens. Like I said, I work for corrections. I work night shifts, so I was seeing him at night most of the time when I'm leaving to go to work. So running my cameras back, making sure my daughter is safe because she's the only one in the household. So it's something that it just laid on my heart that I had to do something. And when they hit Florida Memorial, I went to Florida Memorial. I'm not a graduate, but I went there for 2 years. And my sister's a graduate from Florida Memorial. So it really hit me when my daughter sent me the description of the guy. And that would really just trigger me more. And she would, like she said, she would text me, oh, he's coming down your street. He's coming this, he's coming this. And it really just triggered me and my neighbor more. We would run our cameras back every day, just watching him. Until the police came that day, I came home from work, my first job at the school, and I saw them put him in handcuffs. And that made me sleep much better you know, that night, knowing that our neighborhood is safe. And like, we don't have police presence. We don't always see Miami Gardens come through here, riding around, you know, just checking our neighborhood, because they say we don't have crime over here in our neighborhood. But it's not just about crime, it's just keeping your community safe. You don't know who could be riding through here. It's a lot of stuff I see every night when I go to work. It's not just community, it's everybody. Break-ins, theft, everything that comes in your community, you need somebody to ride through just to know you're safe in your neighborhood. People leave the house all times of night, in the morning. I come home 6 o'clock in the morning. He was outside one day. You know, so I'm like, no community, no police presence. So I appreciate everybody for coming, you know, just to start us off our first little meeting. And I really appreciate the show out that we have today. It makes us feel very happy that we got this presence and the community coming out to assist us. I see some people from Miami Gardens, St. Thomas. I can't see who else down there, but I appreciate y'all coming to assist us and starting this first community, you know, service, Crime Watch. We just appreciate everybody for coming today. Thank you.
All right, I wanted to, it's a few people that, first I wanted to acknowledge, when I emailed and they responded right away. It was St. Thomas University. I don't know if everyone's here, but I emailed the president, President Armstrong, and he said, I'm out of town, but my people will be here. So he gave the names of Joe, forgive me if I mess your name up, Premiano, AVP for Compliance and Legal. Are you here? Okay, hey Joe. Tim Belcher, Director of Security. Hey Tim. And then John Jackson. Is John here, Jim? He's the AVP of Student Life.
No, he couldn't make it. He had a couple things going on.
Okay, did you all want to say something while we have you here?
So this is in response to the gentleman that attacked the young lady at Florida Memorial. Residents wanted to start a crime watch here.
Maya for bringing this thing together, her and the other young lady. This is very important. We're right in the neighborhood along with Florida Memorial University. I'm at the Fred House right down the street also. But the main thing is that we have a lot of young ladies around, whether it's at Florida Memorial or at St. Thomas University. And this guy was a block away, and besides that, inside the neighborhood, we have a lot of young ladies. And I kept hearing things about we don't see Miami Gardens Police Department around a lot. Well, then maybe now it's time to reach out to get that partnership. Because one of the things that we did up in Lauderdale when I was up there in and out Miami, we did community walks. So bring the police department, your city officials, bring them out to do community walks with you all. And y'all go knocking on each other's doors so people can come back outside and feel comfortable and feel safe once again. Because one thing I noticed when we did that, people came outside. They were able to talk to the officials face to face. They could talk to the police departments face to face. And then when you look back after you walk down the street, you see people out in the street playing around. You see the little kids out playing, having fun. That's what we need to bring back to the community. Community policing, bring it inside your neighborhood. Reach out to the police department. Somebody come up with the idea, and I'm sure they're probably doing it in other areas, but if you want them to come over here, speak to them. They got a lot of community officers over at Miami Gardens Police Department to where you can get them out. Y'all get with the city officials, get them out, the mayors, everybody can come out here and walk together to get you all back outside the house and get you all feeling safe. And periodically, you can do these things in different neighborhoods, different communities within Miami Gardens. It's definitely needed over there in our area near St. Thomas University. I always tell people when I speak to them, we got to have a melting pot over there. We have people from different places all across the country, from different neighborhoods, different characteristics that come onto campus, and we have to deal with them, trying to teach them how to be when they come outside here. But just to see that this young man was caught a block away from St. Thomas University, but he was right here in the heart of Florida Memorial University, where something took place. And we have to make sure we keep our eyes open. And I tell people that, yes, I have a public safety unit on the campus, but I need everybody's eyes on this campus. The student body, the faculty, and the staff members, and you all should do the same. Not just depend on Miami Gardens. Eyes to see everything, know everything. they need y'all eyes also. And I always say, if you see something, you hear something, you know something, say something. Don't wait till the last minute. Because this is how it goes down, especially if they do school shootings. You see people on the news, they saying, hey, yeah, he said he's going to bring a gun, or he's going to do this. And nobody mentioned nothing to anybody. So the thing on the campus over there, I make sure that they tell us stuff ahead of time. That way we can catch it ahead of time, before anything break out. And thank God this guy was caught as quick as he was. But I'm just listening to the voices who may have seen this guy hanging around. He looks suspicious. Do he live around here? We don't know. You can always get on the phone, call Miami Guard and say, hey, it's a suspicious person walking around the neighborhood. And this is what he's doing. He's around here every day. I don't think he lives around here. And they will come out and check him out. So the community, you all need to work with the police department. Find your key connectors over there. You have key connectors in the police department, and I'm sure you have key connectors in City Hall. And I know many of those individuals over there, and I'm sure they'll be willing to work and help you all and show some presence over in this area right here. So now the presence is here. But like I said, we don't want to wait till something kick off. We want to catch it ahead of time. We want to do the prevention mode. So y'all reach out to the police department, the key leaders in the police department, I'm sure they will help you out. But St. Thomas is going to continue doing everything that we can do, not only watching St. Thomas University, but on the outskirts and around. Because I already tell my people, if you see something, you say something. And the president is backing this 100%. And that's why myself and Mr. Joseph is over here today to make sure that you all see us, because we are in the neighborhood also. We want to make sure we protect our young ladies and young men from outside perpetrators who's looking to do something wrong. But I appreciate you all. Thank you for your time. I don't want to hold you all.
All right, thank you so much. I wanted to bring up just with Janine Jones, Community Outreach Representative for the State Attorney, Catherine Fernandez-Ronda's office, just to give a few words.
Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I have to congratulate you all for stepping outside of your homes, coming together on such a very important topic that we all need to be vigilant about. So, just so that many of you know, of course, the State Attorney's Office is about seeking justice for victims, but our State Attorney believes that as public servants, we have an obligation to get outside of the walls of the courtroom and collaborate with our community. And with that being said, one of my outreach areas is Miami Gardens. I am on every first and second Wednesday of the month. I'm at your neighborhood service center right here at 16405 Northwest 25th Avenue. That is every first and second Wednesday of the month from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. I am right there. If you can't make that time or you need to speak to me about something private, I have my business cards. We can meet, because a lot of times people are a little bashful when it comes to speaking about certain things as it relates to whether they're a victim or not. If they're just concerned about stealing, expunging their record, whether it's, they saw something, whether they're a part of the case, whether they're a witness, a lot of times it can be a bit nerve-wracking, if you will, to come in and actually speak up, okay? So just know that we are here for you. Another aspect that I wanted to bring up is the State Attorney's Office has what we call a gun violence initiative. And with that initiative, the State Attorney has implanted right here, the Miami Gardens Police Department, a prosecutor, a victim specialist that helps with our shooting scenes, okay, with our homicides. So with that being said, what all does that mean? Well, when a crime happens, the sooner you gather evidence, the better, right? In order to close and wrap up a case. So with that being said, we have a prosecutor on site, so therefore if there's an arrest warrant that needs to be done, we can do that immediately and that detective doesn't have to wait, okay? And if there's questions or legalities that are involved, and so that we can stay together as a collaborative with making a successful arrest so that we can have a successful case and prayerfully seek justice again for that victim, we have to do that. So that has been in effect for some time now, and I will tell you that it has been very helpful. But most important, we can't do any of that unless our victims and witnesses are cooperating. So in the event that you do witness something and you speak to law enforcement, please understand that once an arrest is made, our office needs you too. We have to close and lock up that case, right? So keep in mind, it's not just a one-time circumstance when you're speaking to the police department. Again, you're going to be required to speak to our office so that we can make that case solid and get the criminals off of the street. Please trust and believe me. I've been with this agency for now going on 24 years. There are more of like minds that don't want the crime than there are those that are causing havoc in the communities. So again, I commend you all for staying connected. Please make sure you all get your numbers. Please do this and stay consistent with this, because this is where the foundation begins to let individuals know that you're going to take back your neighborhood and you're going to end the mess that is happening. Thank you.
Just letting you all know, this is self-funded, but this is how important this was. I knew if I was bringing you out in the evening, I needed to feed you. But the pizza and the drinks and stuff, it's for you. So don't be bashful. Just grab what you want as well. I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit. We also have a representative here from Florida Memorial. I wanted to give a chance.
I'll get her name after.
Say something to us. Her name is Sharonda Ford. She is the Assistant Vice President of Student Life at Florida Memorial. I'm glad to see you here because I've been reaching out to you all and I didn't get a response, so I'm really happy to see you. She doubles as a resident of this area, so give her a chance to say something as well. If you could clap for her as she come up.
Good evening, everyone. It's a great day to be a Lion, and we're so honored and privileged that you took the opportunity to come out to share with us. We just experienced something that no parent wants to hear when you call. This is our students' home away from home. I've been with the university 22 years. On behalf of our president, absence, he's traveling to Tallahassee. President McCormick, he is the first alum of Florida University, the only HBCU in South Florida. This year we are embarking upon 147 years. Just down the hall, I can walk from this restaurant to my home. I take my HBCUs very seriously. I'm a proud HBCU graduate, and just the love and support that you have shown our university. It's just been a hard time for us. This is only our third week of school, so for something like this devastating to happen, probably about 3 years ago, we also had 2 young ladies, freshmen, that were traveling from here, from the school, also to the gas station. They had to hit and run. So we just been going through a lot, and we're just happy that the community is staying together. One of our concerns is safety. Safety first. Again, as our colleague said, the Bobcats, we are, in this together. We're one. So see something, say something is really important, and just for something to happen that close to home was just was a lot. So for those that you saw something and said something, we're just so honored that the individual was caught. Again, this is something that no one expected. They called me out that Sunday morning, so I was the first on the scene. And it's just a lot. So our students are under a lot of uncertainty and they are concerned. So with us, we have heightened up our security within this last week or so. And our young one she's coming together, but it is a lot. So we're just loving on our students, and our first goal is safety. The second is to building stronger communities. So this is something that we're taking very seriously. So again, on behalf of the president, we are just moving at ease, and there's some other things that are happening and transpiring, and we're just trying to do our very best to hold it together for our young people, because without the students, there will be no Florida Memorial University. So we just want to continue to say, work together. We're stronger together, and at the end, we are one. So everything that we're doing today is going to pivot us to get to our next move, and that's just continue to go strong in our community, and again, working together collaboratively. But again, this is very dear to us, and we are just working through it day by night to do different things in the residence hall to keep our students safe. But again, on behalf of the university, our priority is keeping our students safe, as well as our faculty and staff. We do have 6 residence halls on campus, so we're just doing our very best, and I'm happy to know that we are now putting security guards in the residence halls to help my RAs, my area coordinators, and my housing directors that we have on campus. So day by day, we're going to work stronger. So thank you for your support, and we look forward to collaborating with you with this great initiative. Thank you.
Thank you. Tracy Joseph from Miami Gardens. She connects residents to city departments and resources. I want her to let us know what are our resources at Miami Gardens. So I invited her out to just let us know so we could start there when we start to make outreach to the city and ask for different things. What's available to us, Ms. Tracy? Welcome.
Hi everyone, good evening. Good evening. So thank you all for having me. My name is Tracy. I'm with the City of Miami Gardens. I am the Civic Engagement Liaison with the city. And today I did come bearing gifts. I do have a little welcome guide for you all. This welcome guide will include some stuff to give you information about Miami Gardens. Included in the welcome guide, we have an information and map guide. It's going to give you every park in Miami Gardens, what are the amenities to the park, whether or not it has a pool, a basketball court, and you know we've had the GOB bond in a lot of the parks for a revamp, and Scott Park should be opening soon, so this will give you more information about that. Something else that's in this packet that I wanted to bring your attention to is residential and commercial compliance guide. So if you ever got a ticket or a fine in Miami Gardens, this is going to be like your Bible to what can and cannot be done in Miami Gardens. If you see something, say something. And you know, Miami Gardens works very hard to make sure they're keeping their residents safe. There's more things in here, but the last thing I wanted to mention for the sake of time, because I do have a lot of little things in here, like steps to jumpstart a business if you're interested, or anybody that you know is interested in starting a business in Miami Gardens. This will give you the simple steps to start. But I wanted to bring your attention to the City Cares card. So City Cares was implemented in October. Residents were letting our mayor, our city manager's office, our council, letting them know that a lot of the times when information is brought to the city, nothing is happening. So this holds everybody and every department accountable for when you say something to Miami Gardens, that they're accountable to respond to you within 72 hours. So you can either scan or go on a computer, go on our website. It says, let us know once you go on the website. So if it's a code enforcement, public works, parks and recreation, PD, building, anything that you have an issue with, even if it's a pothole on your road, you let them know. They have to respond to you within 72 hours. I'm the one that monitors the site, so if something is not answered, then I give them a little nudge, letting them know that, hey, this ticket has been open for over 72 hours. Please respond to this resident. So I do have these packets in the back. I didn't bring too many, so I was hoping that we can just give out one per family. And if you have any questions, let me know.
I want you to stay up here for a second. If you could let us know, you said it, the care card, if they don't respond in 72 hours? Okay, tell us what that process is in an event that you don't respond, so that we could be aware of that as well.
So I am responsible on monitoring and issuing reports to our city council as well as our city manager's office every Monday about the tickets. Were the tickets responded within time? What was the resolution? So thus far, we've been getting, positive feedback on this platform, letting us know that, hey, I had a pothole that was here for about 2 months, and I finally put it on the City Cares site, and it was fixed in 3 days. So that's how effective this is. So if you don't hear back, I am the person responsible, so you can reach out to me. My name is Tracy, and I'll be sure that someone responds to me.
And one more question. Could you just let us know I know who our representative is, but give us that breakdown of who represents us for this area and at large as well.
So at large, of course, is the mayor. Our mayor is Rodney Harris. He's at large. Another at large would be Robert Stevens. Linda Julian is also at large. All your council information and their information on how to get in touch with them is in the map informational guide. In this area, if I'm not mistaken, is Katrina Wilson.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, so all of her information, the information about the city manager's office, if you need like a public records request, you will find everything you would need in this information guide. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I just want to make a quick note. Katrina Wilson is, she turns out this year. So I see some candidates in the room. I'll leave some time where you all could just meet the neighbors so we can see what you all are hoping to do for our area as well, because this group is holding everyone accountable.
Amen.
Okay? But Katrina Wilson is our representative, and she turns out in November?
Yes,
In August.
August, before the election.
She's not here. I reached out to all of our representatives. And she has a meeting Monday. Her meeting Monday is happening on, I want you all to know this as well. It's on Monday, coming up. She will have the county mayor there. It's Monday. So it's a good opportunity. If we're serious about what we're saying we want to advocate for moving forward, that would be a good opportunity for us to be vocal there, because we'll have the mayor at the county level and then our representative, which is Katrina Wilson.
Yep, show up. Yes.
I think that is it for just individuals that's in the room that I wanted to give a quick, I know they had to run to some degree, but I wanted to now bring some residents up. I was passing out flyers and just had an opportunity to meet a lot of my neighbors and learn a lot more about, one, we had a neighborhood watch before, about 5 years ago. Miss Rosa was telling me she lived on my street. And her husband, I want to bring him up to just give us just an overview of just history and what we've already accomplished, and then bring us up to speed of some of the things you're aware of, just from history. I think you all have been here for 20 years? 17 years? Okay, I'm bringing the mic to you.
Turn it off. No, she left.
Hi, kids. Well, Bobby.
No, let me get her.
Hi, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
And I'm a public speaker. I work with United Way, Broward. I'm a prevention specialist. I hand out Narcan, and I ensure I'm part of the Broward Youth Coalition. I help our children avoid drugs, alcohol, and everything of that sort. So I'm very familiar with the nonprofit world. On top of that, I'm a 20-year Army veteran. Thank you for your service. 1995 to 2015, don't get it twisted. This beautiful face retired 10 years ago. So, I'm just saying. Puerto Ricans don't crack, okay? Hey! That being said, I'm laughing, I'm joyful and everything, but I got news for you, let me tell you. Because who enjoyed New Year's Day? Everybody, right? I can tell you I did not. Because on 161st, and 37th right here, as I was making a left, a motorcycle traveling 100 miles an hour in a 40-mile section smashed and T-boned me. Who sees that wonderful helmet with the cross out there? I saw it firsthand. What kind of? I was unconscious. He died on impact. What does this have to do with us? Right? That's a good question, right? I'm asking, you're going to be asking, what does this have to do with us? What it has to do with, listen, I was lucky. I can't, I'm a little hurt, banged up, by the grace of God, I'm still here, Padre Espíritu Santo and everything like that. But, what if that was one of our children? Because we got these knuckleheads, chuckleheads, or whatever you want to call them, they're on here right now. And I talked to Progressive recently. There have been 3 motorcycle accidents. One with a group called, Wheels Up, Guns Down, dead. Another dead, and that's on New Year's Day. That was me. I can't tell you, and I've been through my fair share. Also, I didn't hand out crayons in Iraq. I was an infantryman. I've seen my fair share, and it could be you, because I thought it couldn't be me, and I have to live with that. Knowing at that time when I got out, dazed and confused. The first thing I wanted to do was do CPR and then ADCs, airway, bleeding, circulation, those things that I was trained to do in Iraq. And I relived Iraq and Afghanistan, been there once, Army said, no more Iraq for you. And I'm like, what? They're like, oh, Afghanistan, what? So, I had to relive that all over again, and it cycles in my brain. But what if these chuckleheads going 100, 110, going down here, and you know what, and a lot of time don't have license, a lot of time they're dirt bikes with no lights. With no lights, hits one of your children. Then it becomes real. Because let me tell you, a problem ain't a problem until guess what? It happens to you. So, not only do we have to, be vigilant for people who have tattoos of 187 on their heads, but we gotta be vigilant for these kids. And listen, everybody wants a good time. I got it. Have a good time. Safely. I'm all for that. I'm telling you, we can have a groovy, grandiose, super dope-licious day without having to do that. And let me tell you, super dope-licious is my word, trademark, and I'm just saying, don't steal it. But we can have that without having to hurt somebody else. And if you think it's harmless fun, it's not. So, God bless his family. God bless his soul. I'm sorry that accident happened. But I'm hoping it doesn't happen to one of your kids. And I'm hoping that some, guy who loses control doesn't hit a sidewalk where there's children walking. So with that being said, be vigilant for those people. Be vigilant for those people trying to commit crimes. And sometimes people who unintentionally think they're having fun, but are hurting instead of anything else. With that being said, Bobby, I'm not going to drop it because of my birthday.
Thanks, Bobby. I wanted to bring up my crew over here, somebody, just to give us, so we don't have a formally, this is the start of our neighborhood watch. One, we had to see who was interested. We're interested. We want to do one based on tonight, right? The next steps, I believe we have to become do we have to become a 501c3? Yes? Okay, so we have to identify our officers. So I had you all fill out some forms when you came in, just your email, your phone number. If you're interested, I think it was a space where you could check off. I'll follow up. Right now it's me and Monica Campbell. We haven't identified what our roles are, but we could, now that we see who's interested, we could do that from the beginning because we're not raising our hands for any part. That if someone's better for the role, by all means. I'm a single mom and I don't have the time for real, but I know what's needed, right? So I'm not trying to be out front, but if it requires me, I will. But whoever wants those roles, the next steps is to identify from the information you left. I need that information to be correct so we can follow up and identify who wants to do what. And then this is the first Thursday of the month, so I think if we continue this, the first Thursday of every month or bi-monthly, I know one particular group does, could work, but we also have to pause on just identifying that because I found out with the other community crime watches that they like to attend the neighboring crime watches. We don't have one, so this would be us restarting ours, based on what Rosie told us. But because of that, we don't want to conflict because they want to attend ours, we attend theirs, so I'm still finding out when they have theirs in the neighboring communities. Once I do, we'll finalize the date. But I'm leaning towards the first Thursday of the month this time, right? I'll finalize that and send that information out as well. I wanted you all from your group to just give me really quickly an overview of what you do and some of the things that we be responsible for moving forward. I know one is like block captains, how we were saying we're texting one another, hey, he's coming your way, we look out for our street, we look out for yours. I think identifying that is important as well because we're the eyes and ears before the police. We know our neighborhood, we know the people that frequent our streets. So when we see a new face, we know that's a new face. But you would know better than I would your street as I would my street. So I think that the block captains is one of the things as well. That was something you check off because we need to identify who is, it could be two people on one block, but who's the eyes and ears for that block. Miss Gail, do you want to do some? I know you always, right? Just give us a quick overview and then I can wrap this up, and if anyone, I'll open the floor up for like 2 minutes to say something and close out.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. We have 12, hopefully now 13 neighborhood watches within the city of Miami Gardens, and they're registered through the city of Miami Gardens, and they're supported by the police department and monies that are given to them in order to assist them in the things they need to do within their community in order to make it safe. One of the main things, and Maya's brought it up, is your eyes. You're not being asked to go out and do anything physical, karate, anything like that when you see it. All we're asking you to do is make contact with the police department, make contact with the persons that are within your group, and make them aware. But the main thing we emphasize is put it in writing. Saying it is just like we had a conversation, who's there to validate or who's there to say whatever. So talking about it within the neighborhood, but if you want assistance, put it in writing, CC those persons that need to be CC'd in order to get it done. Our police department, we had a meeting once with the chief, and she pulled out everyone, I mean all the brass or whatever you call it, was sitting at the table. There were only 3 of us there. But she pulled them all out, and they had a written report for each one of us. So don't just give up and say it can't be done. Check it out, do your research, know who your people are, know the person that's responsible for your area, and they were assigned in a way that they were actually brought on board to whatever the law enforcement agency they're a part of, but they're working for you. And don't forget they're working for you. So make them work if they're not working. If they are working, and applaud them for it and make them a part of what you're doing. But we want to make you number 13. What's the area called, Maya?
I think it's called Venetian Gardens. My plot was called Venetian Gardens from the property records. Does anyone else know a name for us?
Venetian Gardens.
It's Venetian Gardens.
Back when I moved here, we didn't have streetlights. Back in 2011, we didn't have streetlights down here. So who was in charge before was a gentleman down the street from my house, and he went off. We went to City Hall. We fought for the streetlights. Mind you, we paid them through our taxes now, but this was blacked out. At nighttime, 6 o'clock, 7, you could not pass by it. It was completely blacked out. So now we have streetlights, which is a little much better. If anybody's that old as me here, but we at least can go outside and there's some lights, but we had no lights. So we still have the t-shirt that says Venetian Gardens blacked out, and he made the shirt. But yeah, that's what it's called.
Venetian Gardens, okay.
Venetian Gardens is our name.
Venetian Gardens.
So every one of the actual crime watchers is normally named after that community. And you're in seat 4, and Venetian Gardens already established itself. So if you want to get something to recognize, Ms. Hughes just started her group, and she's in seat 4 last year. And she wants to probably keep talking about it. And she's going to tell you about what she did in order to get started, because she's only a year old. But as Maya's already said, we come to each other's meetings. We're not, I'm in Crestview, this person is Scott Lake. When you see us, we are Miami Gardens. And we want you all to see it that way also. They sometimes ask us, where do you live? Everywhere. In Miami Gardens. Because whatever happens to Miami Gardens, indirectly or directly, affects us. So we want you to feel that way. Now, our last newbie. She's going to get me after the meeting, but I don't care. Go ahead.
Good evening, I'm Bree Hughes, and I'm from the Myrtle Grove Neighborhood Watch. Like Ms. Cunningham said, we just recently got established last year, and the first thing we did was to elect our officers, president, vice president, secretary, treasurer. We just have, 4. So we had those officers, and after that, we went on the computer. Mr. Rigo showed us how to go online to do the 501c3 as a nonprofit. So you have to go through that. And our IRS have some dealings to do, but one step at a time. Yeah. And later on, as we're waiting for the approval to come back from some biz ops, we're working on our bylaws. So we have some simple bylaws. They are not all that, but it's just enough for the community of what we're trying to do. And later on, should we want to amend it, then we have that right to do so. So those were the major steps. Number 1, to get your officers in place. That's the number 1. So that's where you want to start from, okay?
And we help each other with the bylaws, so don't think that you're starting from scratch. Either one of us or within the 12 that you want assistance when you're doing that, yes, we all help each other. And I just want to give a shout out to Monica Campbell. She's a Miami Northern Viking class of 88.
Oh, here we go.
Rockets in the house. I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you. quick show of hands up. Again, I'm gonna follow up later, but anyone that would be interested in the secretary, vice president, those roles that's in the room tonight, by any chance? Don't be shy. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We gotta start there. So got it. Last thing. I want to open it up to some residents that could speak about any of your concerns if you'd like. We also had you fill out paperwork so you don't have to. I'll see it and we could express it later. But if you do, this is your time. I know Mr. Joe had some issues he wanted to address. I'm like, Mr. Joe, this come to this meeting, Mr. Joe.
Yeah.
So
First of every month, I will be there. And I am a resident of this area. And I have a lot of concerns about I would like to talk about them each next month, after next month, every first of the month. And I would be very happy to get acquainted with my neighbors and what have you and voice my opinion about other things around me. Thanks.
thank you. I wanted to also quickly acknowledge this restaurant. We're in a unique space. Just in the fact that we're bordered by a lot of businesses, I wanted to incorporate them in anything that we do. So I came in, I'm like, we need a space, and they welcomed us. So if we could just acknowledge them, hungry, go ahead and order something, but they're here. They're our neighborhood restaurant, so let's support them. Anyone else wanted to say something while we have?
Just to let y'all know, if any of y'all need Narcan, just let me know. Listen, they're about $55 a piece, and you can get a Narcan is also known as naloxone. Naloxone, if you ever see somebody that is overdosing on fentanyl, any kind of opiates, and look, it doesn't have to be just anyone. Some people, we have elderly people that have taken too much morphine for their pain and aches, and next thing you know, they're on their side. I distro Narcan. This is what I could do with that. Any veterans issues, I do that because I also help homeless veterans with Mission United. So, with that being said, I'll bring my card through next time, okay? But if you guys ever need Narcan, please email soon to be vice president / I don't know what, because she opened her mouth. And, or you, and if you guys ever need Narcan, I'll make sure to have Narcan. The instructions are easy. It's absolutely free because I care about the community. And let me tell you, sometimes you can save a life. Some people, especially kids, like drinking that double cup purple drink. And next thing you know, that's an opiate and they're on their sides. They don't know what they're doing. So let's help save a life. And my pack comes in 2. Keep one in your purse, one in your car. Can save a life. And if you need any, opportunities with volunteering with the, the way Broward, just saying, I'm just trying to plug that in, okay? Nonprofits rules, just saying.
Thank you. I wanted to make one point too. When we get going, the police, once they're involved, will give us reports on what happens in our area from crime to break-ins. That's once they're involved, we get those on a monthly basis on what's happening, so we don't have to find out from word of mouth. So that would be helpful. I wanted to, Mr. Keith, right quick, from the Omega Center, that's our neighbor. They have a program that I just learned about. I wanted him to let us know.
I'll just speak quickly. My name is Keith Eiler. I'm originally from Miami, Florida, but I live in Pembroke Pines. But the reason why I'm concerned about Miami Gardens is several reasons. Because I have grandchildren and great-grandchildren that live in this area. My Omega Center is right there on the corner. And my family owns a restaurant, Arlene's Restaurant, is in Miami Gardens. So I have personal reasons for being involved. And I met this lovely young lady the other day at a football program. Her son plays with my grandson, great-grandson, to be honest. So I just want to say anything I can do being the Omega Center right here. I'll be glad to assist. We have a mentoring program. It's called the Lamplight. It's been around just as long as the 5,000 role model. Matter of fact, ours was created before Frederica created hers. Okay, but because of the magnitude of Frederica, I'm sorry, I don't want to lessen her skills, but honestly, it's bigger. But we do have a program that we work with young men, and we monitor them and we mentor them through educational skills and also manhood. And that's very important in our development, because some of those young men from the 93 that we involved, and they're now Omega males now, and they're doing good things. So I just want to say, we can assist you. Our fraternity house is right on the corner.
Give us the address for those who don't.
I don't even know this. Right on the corner. On the corner. Right there on the corner. And to be honest, the young man that I think they caught that was involved, see, we hang out on Thursday nights at our fraternity house. We just socialize, brotherhood, and we do feed people sometime. And I think for sure that young man, he did come to me one night, and we served him. So when I saw his face on the news, I recognized him. So I told my brother, we got to be very careful about who we serve, but at the same time, we have to be very diligent and monitor people that come through our fraternity property. So I just want to say, we are in the community to help anything we can do. And I want to thank y'all for allowing me this opportunity.
I just want to thank you, Mike, for taking it upon yourself to do this, you know, and I am amazed because you called me just what, a couple weeks, and then you got all these people. I am so amazed that you went to work. You know, she called me, and I'm just there to support her, and she did a real good job. And another question I wanted to ask though, being that the role is going to be changing eventually, and anything that we put in place is probably going to be a question for the one that's my garden. She left, so she may not. Maybe the roles will change, and we get something in place before. How that work out?
There's three candidates are here. That's them.
I don't think it
1,
changes,
2, and 3.
but
They're all here.
she's saying if once our representative for this area, Katrina Wilson, changes, when she turns out in August, does that affect us in any way?
They just changed. They were just changed recently with the perimeters and the boundaries for each one of the seats. But are you speaking of the palmetto, or are you speaking of the actual?
She's talking about the person.
Oh, you're talking about the actual seat.
Does it change anything with us?
Well, it's according to what agenda that person has that's coming in.
You got 3 of them here right now.
That's the perfect segue. So
We got 1, 2, and 3. Three. All 3 of them are here.
Okay,
That's all 3 of them. They're running.
That's running for our area here.
That's right. Call them. Ask them. Yep.
So I'll give you all. I want us to be out of here by. You can mingle. But I didn't want to hold you too long. But I'll give you all 2 minutes to just introduce yourself.
That's right.
Let us know what you are hoping to accomplish. Our issues are safety, crosswalks.
Yes.
Lights.
Lighting.
We need some sidewalks. We need some speed bumps.
Yeah. Oh, definitely speed bump.
Stoplights.
That's speed bump.
We'll give you a list. But I wanted to open the floor up for you all to introduce yourself.
There we go.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Makita Cherry Prime, Cherry like the fruit, Prime like Amazon Prime, and I am running for Miami Gardens City Council. I currently live, work, and play in this community. I've been a teacher for 14 years for Miami-Dade Public Schools. I'm here with my wonderful husband, Mr. Prime, and we have 4 handsome sons. And before I give you my elevator pitch, I just want to clap it up and thank you, Maya. This event has been very inspirational. You did an amazing job. And it's just very, very hard but I see around the community here, and they are still working hard. One of the things that I'm running on with my safety is safety ambassadors. Because when I'm out in the community and I'm speaking about crime, I'm speaking about certain things, they always say, well, what y'all doing for crime? Miami Gardens has a real-time crime center that you can visit and you can see what's going on in the community. Every month we get crime reports at the City of the Miami Gardens meetings as well as the town halls that Congresswoman Wilson does. but it doesn't necessarily always equate to numbers. So sometimes you want to come up with a plan. But one of the things that I'm working on, I want to have safety ambassadors that will be working with the crime watches. And I am very familiar with some of the crime members that I won't speak of, only because I don't want to put them on the spot. But thank you so much. That's all I have to say in terms of safety.
What are you looking for?
Thank you. Tell me your name. Angela. Angela Winter. Oh, nice to meet you.
Yes.
She called me. I put the flyer on next door. And she called. So welcome. And the floor is yours. 2 minutes, please.
2 minutes.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
Okay, my name is Angela Maria Winter, and I'm here. First I'm going to say I'm a business owner for 35 years. And I'm a mother of 3, a grandmother of 4, and I'm a widow. But I'm an educator too, but I'm here. I drive past right here every day. Because I live on 32nd, I work at Miami Lake, so I drive here every day. So I see the traffic, I see what we need in this neighborhood. And when I talk about traffic, it takes me just from 48 to 32nd, at least 15 minutes every morning, every day, back and forth. So I know really what's going on in this neighborhood. Not even saying, even on 37th, with the traffic with St. Thomas University going up and down, it is a lot. So I can tell you, and we do need a lot of stop sign, not even stop sign, but stoplight. And I love people, so you're gonna find me just talking to everyone. I don't really walk over and do not. You can stop me and say, hey, how you doing? And I'm gonna talk to you. So I'm very outspoken. I'm not a big speech, but I have a lot of love. All right, so I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I don't know what this is. Find it.
And the last candidate is Rod. What's your last name? Rod Mack. He's running for our area as well. District 4. Well, seat 4. 2 minutes, Rod.
Thank you. First of all, I want to say thank you for having this event. Again, it's a beautiful thing to be here and see and witness the start of it. My name is Rod Mack. I'm from this area, born and raised. I went to Myrtle Grove Elementary, Parkway, and Lake Stevens Middle Schools. Played football for Pace High School. I went on to the University of Miami. Spent my whole life in this community, and I love it. What I want to talk about, I think we all would agree, me and the stoplights, lighting up the streets, speed bumps, roundabouts strategically placed within the neighborhoods. I think we all would agree on that, if I could say, speak for the ladies. We all would agree on that. But dealing with crime, I think we have to deal with at the root of it. We can speak a lot about putting Band-Aids on it, but I believe we have to deal with things at the root. Part of my platform is reaching the youth. A lot of the crime that's being committed, unfortunately, is about our young people in this community. And me working with the kids and having a youth football program, I see so many of them. I've been doing it about 15 years now. I have a lot of kids, a lot of young men and young ladies that are coming back now that are probably at 22, 23, 24 years old. They aren't getting in any trouble. They're not doing anything wrong, but they're not doing anything either. And that's the issue. So they're not doing anything, and it won't be too long before they go from that transition of not doing anything to getting in trouble and committing crimes. I really believe in starting job training for at-risk youth, male and females. I think that would be real huge. Mentoring programs, things that help me in my life, help me get to where I'm at. Working in finance, I double majored in college in finance and business management at the University of Miami. One of the things that helped me a lot was getting internships, finding internships with these kids, opening their horizons, opening up doors for them. I think that would be really big in this community, along with a lot of other things, but mental health also is part of my platform because, you know, with the kids, we got a lot of pushing them in the right direction, and we get a lot of people, especially our guest, this young man who committed the atrocious crime, has a mental health issue. So not looking over the mental health issues is really huge in this community, and I think we need to attack it. Love to talk to you about more in the future, but thank you again, families.
Okay.
Just one quick announcement about the city council meetings for us to begin to attend those. This is one thing to be in here, but when we start attending the council meetings, that goes on public record for one, but it also shows that we are serious about the things that we're asking for moving forward. So go ahead.
You made the point. But when is city council meetings on the second and fourth Wednesday of each month is at 5:30. Come and let your voice be heard.
The next
at City Hall in the chambers.
The next meeting is next week.
meeting is the 11th, which is next Wednesday. Sign up if you don't get the agenda. Sign up for them so you can read and see what's on these agendas so you can have a voice. And it's on record. That's the difference. It's on record.
Also, please do your research. Be an informed person who votes. Make sure you know. Don't go by what someone says or whatever. You want to know what a person has done and what they are doing, not what they say they will do. Because you haven't just started having these concerns, and there are a lot of positive things that are going on in our city. But we don't want to know what you're going to do. We want to know, do we know you? Why don't we know you? What are you doing? And what's your plan to keep that going? Do your research. Don't just vote because the person looks good and give you some chicken, or give you a ticket to the Jazz and the Gardens, or a ticket to Juneteenth. You want action. And a lot of things that has been mentioned here, you can do on your own. Because all a lot of them do is go call the people that you can call. That 305-622-8000 number, they pick it up for you too. And those charter members, they work hard to get it done. So everything that I've heard here this evening has been said over the last 12 years. The bottom line is you are important, your voice matters, and you give whoever's on that dais. They are the stewards of your taxpaying money. That's your money. Don't say somebody giving you anything. They're giving you back because you've allowed them to be the people to be stewards of it. That's your money.
Yes, sir.
Well, all right, yeah.
Did you want to say? Did you want to say? No.
Forget to express so many people like and me that we don't know anything about the crime, what's all about, what to do.
Yeah, they told us tonight. So the first thing we're going to do is identify officers. So we need a president, a secretary, and treasurer. You want to do it? Make you something. Thank you. Yeah, to get us started. And then we have to register as a 501c3.
I'm new here, so I don't know.
No, you came in a little late, but you.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine. I'm just saying, we spoke about that before you came in. So I'm gonna close out with saying that. That's our next step. If you filled out that form, I will be contacting you to see where, if you're interested, so we can get moving formally. And this is the first step to see who is interested, but now formally to put something on paper to be official, we have to become, we need officers. And then I encourage, when I call you as well, if anyone could attend the council meeting on Wednesday.
Yes, 5:30.
At 5:30, for us to say something then as well, to go on public record, just acknowledging that this is happening.
Yep.
Any concerns that you have, that is really where you need to say it. I encourage that as well. I'll attend just to let them know that this is happening. But I encourage you to do the same beyond me. I've been vocal. I need them to see others along with me.
You get 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
And I think that is it. If you didn't sign the paperwork, do so. Thank you so much for coming. I so appreciate this. Talk about the yourself too. And we are looking at the first Thursday of every month, but I'll email you all once we finalize that as well. Have a good night.
All right, guys. I don't even know.